Hi, I'm Jason Keough, and this is speech number 2. On September 11, 2001, our country was devastated by terrorist attacks. Many people recall where they were and what they were doing when the Twin Towers struck. Many people lost friends or family members. I can recall where I was sitting in my 5th grade classroom when my teacher came in crying and turned on the news. I can remember her saying, "Quiet down, class. Listen up, this is now part of history." I didn't know how significant it all was at the time. I do remember the name Osama bin Laden being repeated, and how the media covered him drastically. I would now like to tell you about who he was, what he did, and how we found him. The leader and mastermind behind these attacks was a man named Osama bin Laden. My judgment at first on bin Laden from pictures was that he was a very old man, maybe in his 70s. He was born in 1957, actually making him 54 years old. Bin Laden was originally an ally of the United States through the 1980s, fighting for Afghanistan. While in Afghanistan, he worked with a man named Sheikh Abdullah Azzam, in which it's likely Azzam awakened bin Laden's religious beliefs in jihad, which was the holy war against unbelievers. He now viewed the Americans as non-believers. His disenchantment prompted the Saudis to restrict his movement and revoke his citizenship, and his family ultimately disowned him. Bin Laden left Saudi Arabia with his 4 wives and children and settled in Sudan in 1992. The United States and Saudi Arabia combined to pressure the Sudanese to expel bin Laden, and in 1994 their success undoubtedly fueled his rage. This rage led him to become the mastermind behind the September 11th attacks. Bin Laden devastated this country by him being the mastermind of the Trade Center attacks. Bin Laden states in one of his tapes, "I thought about it, and the events that affected me directly were that of 1982 and the events that followed, when America allowed Israelis to invade Lebanon, helped by the U.S. Sixth Fleet. As I watched the destroyed towers in Lebanon, it occurred to me to punish the unjust the same way, to destroy towers in America so it could taste some of what we were tasting." Through other tapes, bin Laden says, "I am the one in charge of the 19 brothers. I was responsible for entrusting the 19 brothers with the raids." Clearly in that, he states he was responsible for why he decided to go after the towers. Shortly after the September 11th attacks, President George W. Bush stated that he now hoped to kill or capture bin Laden. It was a long journey to finding bin Laden. During the Bush administration, immediately after the September 11th attacks, U.S. officials named bin Laden and the Al-Qaeda organization as the prime suspects and offered a reward of $25 million for information leading to his capture or death. 6 years later, the figure doubled to $50 million. During the Obama administration, Obama pledged that we would crush bin Laden and crush Al-Qaeda. Obama renewed the U.S. commitment to finding bin Laden in order to ratchet up the hunt for terrorists. In April 2011, President Obama ordered a covert operation to kill or capture bin Laden. On May 1st, 2011, the White House announced that U.S. Navy SEALs had carried it out, killing him in Pakistan compound. In April 2011, various intelligence outlets were able to pinpoint bin Laden's suspected location near Abbottabad, Pakistan. It was originally believed that bin Laden was hiding near the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan's federal administered tribal areas, but he was actually found 100 miles away. U.S. Navy SEALs raided the compound and shot him twice in the head and chest. 4 years of CIA surveillance and bin Laden's career led to the intelligence which made the raid possible. Within 24 hours of his death, bin Laden's body was transported to an airport carrier for burial at sea. It was reported that Al-Qaeda vows for bloody revenge. When I first heard of Osama bin Laden's death, I felt happy and high-fived my friends. Along with remembering where I was 10 years ago when September 11th happened, I remember where I was when I found out Osama bin Laden died. I was in my dorm room with a couple of my friends and we listened to President Obama's speech. By researching who Osama bin Laden was, I found out what he did, how we got him, and now I have a better understanding of this huge part of history that I've lived in. That's it. Any questions?